Hey guys, it's the Miho Within. This time I got a Time Thief deck profile. So this is a deck that I enjoy playing. It plays a little bit, the playstyle's a little bit similar to For Hire. I think, at least in my opinion. That's why I kind of it got my attention and I wanted to play something like this. I've seen a few deck lists out there that are just like trying to be pure Time Thieves, or just using just the Time Thieves and using a few like level 4 extenders, and that's pretty much it. And I tried it out, and I think the consistency of it isn't very good, unless you add like a secondary engine, because the Time Thief engine is pretty small. So I came up with an idea of mixing two. So yeah, let's get into it so you guys can see what I came up with. So starting off, we have 3 Time Thief Winders. So this guy, he's the searcher of the deck. When he's normal or special, you can add a Time Thief card from your deck to your hand, so including the trap cards that we run. Then we have 2 Basil ships and 1 Chrono Quarter. So these guys are kind of like extenders, except it's a little bit more difficult to get them on the field if you don't play the quick play that lets you special summon one from your hand. But so Basil ship, you can special by detaching a material from an XYZ, while Chrono Quarter, if an XYZ leaves the field while it's in graveyard, you can special summon it. So yeah, I like this ratio 2 in 1. And then now for the last one, it's 3 Regulators. So this is the strongest one. The main problem with the pure ones that I've been seeing is it either comes down to you draw this turn 1 and you resolve it, or you don't draw it at all and your turn just like is very underwhelming and you can't really put up much of anything except for like a single Redoer, and that's it. But anyways, 3 Regulators, so he's really good. He's like a rescue cat. You tribute him, you special summon two Time Thieves from your deck to the field, and then it's really good. You can get like I'll explain after the deck profile, but you can do like a 1-card combo that's really good with him. But yeah, that does it with the Time Thief cards. I mean the Time Thief monsters. Now to go into the secondary engine, so I'm using like I'm not sure what to call this engine, but it's like the Do Ga 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 engine. So first of all, three of the Utopic Onomatopoeia. I'm sorry, these names are really strange. But anyways, like the baby Utopia. So this guy, he's treated as every single one of those, like he's treated as Zubaba, Gagaga, Go Go Go, and Dododo. And his effect is that you can special summon up to 2. You can special summon one of each Zubaba, Gagaga, and Go 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 from your hand, and Dododo. You can special summon one of each from your hand, but if you do that, you're locked into XYZ for the rest of the turn. So 3 of him, 3 of the coat, the Gagaga coat. So if you control another Zubaba or Gagaga, which is, remember, this Baby Utopia counts as all of them, so you can special summon him from hand, and his other effect is you can target one in your graveyard. You can target a Go 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 or Do monster in your graveyard and special summon it too, which that one is really good. So 3 of him, and then lastly, it's 3 gloves of the Go 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 glove. So this one has the effect during your main phase. You can special summon a Zubaba or a Gaga monster from your hand, and then if you also happen to control a Go 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 or Do monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. And then the last one that we play is Go 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 Gigas. So there's a pretty cool combo that you can go using this card. It's fairly simple. I'll explain it after the deck profile. And then that's it for that sub engine, the Go 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 Dododo engine. So up next, just a few more monsters, just like a couple more. So we play 1 Performance Trick Clown. He's rank 4, and he's level 4, and then he helps you just go extend with a certain link monster that we play in the extra deck. Then 2 Dinotheriums. So this one's just to get a level 4 on field. His effect is you can special summon him from your hand, but your opponent also gets to special summon, target one level 4 monster from their graveyard and special summon it. But if you're going first, it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, turn 1 he's really great. Going second, there can be certain situations that it can be like not that great and a little troublesome. Like for example, like in the Plunder matchup or something, they get to special summon like a Whitebeard or Redbeard off of it. But yeah, I still think he's worth playing. Probably like a side deck option, if most likely, depending on the matchup, if that side effect is too much. 2 of him, and then that's it for the monsters. So now to go into the spells. So 3 Automata Para and 3 Automata Pickup. So Automata Pickup lets you search out for Automata Para, and then Automata Para is you discard one other card, and then you can search your deck for 2, but with different. So you discard one card and you get to search out one of each category of Zubaba, Gagaga, Dododo, Gorugo. So, this adds a great level of consistency, especially if you use Automata Para to ditch either like Basil Ship or Chrono Quarter, or in certain situations even getting like Winder in Graveyard, or ditching Trick Clown, Go 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 Gigas. There's a lot of cards in the deck that benefit from the discard effect of this, and then it also gives you your combo pieces. So those cards. Then we have 3 Called by the Grave. Mostly in here because of Regulator, because of how strong Regulator is, and we don't want him to get hand trapped, so we have to play it at 3. 1 Reborn, 1 Reinforcements of the Army, 1 Foolish Burial. You can send either like Gigas or Winder if you can reborn him, or one of the ships like or Chrono Quarter. And then 1 Double or Nothing. Since we're all level 4s, we can do the Utopia double combo pretty easily. And that's it for the spells. Now for the traps. 2 Time Thief Flyback. This one, you can attach 1 Time Thief card. You target 1 XYZ monster, Time Thief XYZ monster you control, and you attach a Time Thief card from your hand or deck. And then if it's in your graveyard, you can also banish it, and then you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and put it on one of your Time Thief cards. So really good. Mostly its main purpose is to, with the XYZ Perpetua, you can put Flyback on your Redoer. That way he has a trap to work with. And then if you detach, then you can benefit with the graveyard effect too. And then the last one is 3 Retrograde. So this one is a spell and trap negation. So yeah, and that's it for the main deck. Now to go into the extra deck. So our main guy, Time Thief Redoer. So this guy is incredibly good because he's dodging stuff. If your opponent tries to target you, you can just make him go away. He has 3 different effects depending on what you detach from him. So if it's a monster, he banishes himself until the end of the turn. If it's a spell, you get to draw a card. If it's a trap, then you target a card and then you send it to the top of the opponent's deck. So yeah, 3 of him. Then we have 2 Perpetua. She's usually refueling your XYZs. She's able to keep on putting materials onto your XYZ monsters. Especially the main one you want to do is Redoer. You just keep on stacking him with more materials to work with. And also she can special summon from your graveyard your Time Thief cards, which bringing back Winder and Basil Ship is pretty nice. Then our Link monster, Bujin, the Bujin Link monster, the Link 2. So he's what makes the Time Thief, what's his name? The Regulator. He makes Regulator have a very strong 1-card combo. And he has a few other interactions with the rest of our extra deck. that I'll explain after. So one of him, then one Infinitrack Fortress Megaclops. So this guy we can make him turn 3. So at turn 1 we set up and we summon a bunch of XYZ monsters, and then we can make this guy, which is pretty easy because Redoer, since he leaves the field and he's pretty safe, he'll come back, and then we'll have at least one XYZ. And then we have another card that makes it even easier to summon this guy. So one Megaclops. Oh, he's right here. He's the next one. So the Gagaga Magician XYZ monster. So this guy, his effect, so you just make this guy off of 2, he's a rank 4. So his effect is you just detach 2 materials from this card. Target one XYZ monster in your graveyard, and you special summon it, its effects are negated. But the best part about it is, since what I was saying earlier about Time Thief Redoer coming back during the end of the turn, so if he comes back during your turn, all you have to do is just make one rank 4 monster. Because if you make Gagaga Magician, then you can reborn one of your other XYZ monsters, and then that's instant 3 to be able to go into Megaclops. Then Megaclops can reborn one of the materials you used, which most likely would be Redoer, and yeah, you just keep on going from there. So yeah, this card is, these two have really nice synergy, they work really well together. Alright, up next is Gallant Granite. He's just here just because he searches out our Go Gigas. That allows us to go into a nice combo. Abyss Dweller, just negating the graveyard. Then the Utopia package for Utopia Double. Just Utopia Double, and Utopia the Lightning. In case your Utopia Double stuff gets negated, you still at least have a backup plan with Lightning. One Tornado Dragon. If you have the Bujin Link monster and he's pointing to Tornado Dragon, it's pretty cool that you can actually destroy 2 spells and traps when you use Tornado Dragon. One Excite on Knight for going second if you really need to blow up the board. And last card, one Number F0 Utopic Future. Alright guys, now to go into the combos, I'll go over the most important one. This one's just a 1-card combo, so if you draw into Regulator, you'll be able to do this one. So starting off, you'll just normal summon Regulator, use the effect, tribute himself. You're going to special summon 2 Time Thieves, so you're going to special summon Winder and Basil Ship. Now we're going to use Winder's effect. Since he got special summoned, you can add 1 Time Thief card from your deck to your hand. So in that case, we're going to add Chrono Quarter to our hand. Now we're going to link away our Winder and our Basil Ship. And we are going to make the Bujin Link. Now we're going to use the Bujin Link's effect. Lets us special summon 1 from our hand and then 1 from our graveyard with the same level, and then we immediately use both of them for an XYZ monster. So we're going to do Chrono Quarter, special Chrono Quarter, and then special, we'll do Regulator, special Regulator, and then overlay both of them. And we're going to make a Time Thief Redoer. Now we're going to use the effect of Basil Ship in Graveyard to detach 1. So we can detach the Regulator to special summon Basil Ship from Graveyard. Then use the effect of Time Thief Redoer to detach the Chrono Quarter, and then he gets banished until the end of the turn. And then that will also trigger a Chrono Quarter. Since Time Thief Redoer left the field, we can special summon it from Graveyard. So then we have Chrono Quarter and Basil Ship. And then now we can overlay these two. And we can make Perpetua. Right here. So during the end phase, Time Thief Redoer is going to come back. Most likely, I think it's best to put him underneath, right here where the Bujin Link is pointing to. Because if we use Redoer's effect, we'll also get the Bujin Link monster's effect that lets us destroy a spell or trap card on the field. So during the end phase, he comes back. Then we'll activate Perpetua's effect during the end phase to attach a monster to Time Thief Redoer. That way, for sure, we know that we can make Redoer leave the field, that way he's safe. So in this case we already have Winder and Regulator in Graveyard, so it doesn't really matter too much what we attach. I guess just for the sake we'll attach him with the second Basil ship. Then you'll pass turn, your opponent's standby phase, you'll activate Redoer, and you can take the top card of your opponent's deck and attach it to him. And then you can also activate Perpetua's effect, so then we can detach. We can detach either Basil ship or Chrono Quarter, depends on what the matchup is, because you can also reborn with Perpetua. We detach, and then let's target our Winder, so special summon Winder. And then we can use Winder's effect to add, for example, a retrograde to our hand. And then lastly, we can activate Perpetua's second effect again during our opponent's turn to add a flyback, attach a flyback to our Redoer. That way, if Redoer uses effect, he'll leave the field, and then he can also send the top card, send a card your opponent controls to the top of their deck. So yeah, very simple one card combo. We only used Regulator, and then we ended up going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so +4 for a single Regulator. So that's pretty good. Alright, now I'll go into our second combo. Alright guys, for combo number 2, I'm sorry I made a mistake. For instead of the F-Zero in the extra deck, go ahead and use Gravity Controller, because for this combo we're actually going to use Gravity Controller. Alright, so anyways, going into this, it's a 3-card combo, so you're going to just need these 3. The coat, the glove, and Utopic, the baby Utopia. So this is a fairly simple combo to start off with, because if you just draw any of these copies plus Automata Para, that just means that you opened up the full combo, because you just discard a card. For example, if I opened up with Coat, I can just use Automata Para to get the other 2 combo pieces, and there I go, I can go full combo now. So, to do this, we're going to first normal summon the glove, effective glove to special summon the Utopic, then effective Coat to special summon itself. Now we're going to overlay the Utopic and the glove to make a Gallant Granite. Use Gallant Granite's effect, doesn't matter who we send. Oh yeah, special summon the Gallant Granite in your extra monster zone, but we're going to use the effect to detach and add a rock type monster from deck to hand, which is going to be our Go Gigas. So then now we're going to send Gallant Granite away, we're going to link them away to make Gravity Controller. We're doing this just because we also want our Go Glove in Graveyard. So we're going to use the effect of Coat to special summon the Utopic from Graveyard back to the field. And now we're going to use the effect of the Utopic to special summon Gigas from our hand. And then now we're going to overlay Gigas and Coat. And with this we can make a Redoer. And then detach to make him vanish himself. Then since we met the requirements, we can use Glove to special summon itself from Graveyard. And then that'll also activate the effect of Gigas in Graveyard. We can also special summon him, because we special summoned a Go monster. And we have 2 more level 4s. So then go ahead and use both of them. And then we can make a Perpetua. And then now if we opened up one more extender, for example a Dinotherium, or we discarded Trick Clown, or something like that, we could have used the Utopic to go into an Abyss Dweller. Because during the end phase, we're going to have Redoer come back, and we're going to do the same thing, where during end phase we're going to activate Perpetua to attach to Redoer. And then during standby phase we're going to attach another card to him, and then also we're going to take a card from the top of the opponent's deck. But yeah, very simple 3-card combo. You end up going with all this. If you open up one more extender, you can actually use this guy to make another rank 4 monster. But yeah, and then also, since you have some disruptions too with the redoer, and the controller can also, I guess he's not an interruption, but I mean, it makes it a little bit harder to deal with him. But if you open up, if you have some other cards to go with, especially if you, with Perpetua, you attach a Winder to Redoer, that means if Perpetua survives, you can actually reborn him during your turn. He comes back, and then you can make on turn 3, you can make the Magician. And let's say that if, for example, it doesn't have to be Magician, but in the case if one of these guys died, or if your Abyss Dweller died or something, you can use his effect to bring him back, and then from there you can go into Megaclops. And that's a very strong turn 3 play that you can do. But yeah guys, that's the deck. Just showed off 2 combos that you guys can do. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!